It's your boy Mark Dub, back at it again. Just wanted to come in real quick and just say thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you for the people that you put in my life. Thank you to the people that are in my life, especially the people that only want the best for me. You know, there was a time when I was in a very dark place, you know. I didn't care about nothing. And I didn't think anyone cared about me. And I isolated myself. I cut all my friends off that were still living. A lot of my childhood friends have died either from drug overdoses, suicide, from mental health illnesses. You know, I'm very lucky I am not a statistic right now. I'm 45 years old. You know the statistic for a black man in America? Well, let me tell you, I don't know it either. I just know that they told me I wasn't going to make it. I remember I had a teacher in middle school. Yeah, middle school. He was a social studies teacher, and he used to say, you're going to end up in the big house. I don't know if he's still alive or not. I don't think he is, but I'm going to keep his anonymity safe because he was a tall teacher, and he used to tell me, you're going to end up in the big house. You're going to end up in the big house. And, yeah, I didn't, so, to you. But yeah, he was right. The way I was going, I could have ended up in the big house. I think he did that just to try to scare me straight. But, you know, that didn't really work. But I'm grateful for him. Yeah, I think about him a lot. I had a couple of teachers I think about a lot. I don't know. I'm just checking in right now because, you know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. I got these feelings, man, that I don't even know. I don't know how to handle my feelings right now. So you know what I do? I call my sponsor. I call my spiritual advisors. I call brothers in my home group. I call people in the fellowship. And I just tell them how I'm feeling. And they tell me 99.9% of the time it's normal to be feeling these feelings. You never felt them before. Embrace them. And also realize they're not facts and they're going to pass. And that's what I got to keep reminding myself, that these feelings are not facts. They're going to pass. Especially those mixed emotion ones. I get a couple of these feelings sometimes. Some of these feelings really get me. Like, you know, I'm a bad man. I did bad things. I'm not a bad man. I'm a sick man trying to get well. You know? I gotta remember to go snitch on myself. Go to the room. Go to any room of AA, NA, GA, whatever your A is. Go to that room and tell them your problem. Damn, it was a big old pothole. Tell them your problem, right? And watch your problem get cut in half. I remember when I came to the room, she's like, yeah, you tell us your problem, it gets cut in half. Tell your sponsor, now you got a third of the problem. It's a lot easier to handle a third or a half of your problem. But you got to go to the room, get your hand up, speak up. You know? I'm grateful that I could do that. You know, that's not an easy thing to do, people. It's not. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. It's just a tool that I have in my tool belt that I'm getting better at using. You know, Bruce Lee said he'd rather master one punch than 1,000 moves, right? Well, I mastered one tool, and then I mastered another tool. But did I really master them? That's the question. I'm getting really good at them, I'll tell you that. And I guess, you know, it's kind of like the builder, right? The builder's not going to use a saw when he needs a screwdriver, right? And he's not going to use a pair of pliers when he needs the saw, right? So there's a tool for every project, I'll say. There's a tool for every project. So there's a tool has a purpose. That's why you have different tools. Not one tool's going to be for everything. Well, that's just like the tools I'm learning in AA. These tools, there's different tools for different situations. But I'll tell you one thing. Any problem I have, I can find in the first 164 pages, with the help of somebody, how to deal with that problem. And I'll also tell you one more thing, and I'm going to cut this short. No matter how big that problem is, and even if I can't find the tool I need right then and there, no matter what, I refuse to drink or drug, because I'm a part of that no matter what club. And if I have a problem, like I tell my son all the time, take a step back, take a deep breath, and come at it from a different angle. Man, that's some sound advice. sound, I'm going to say it again. Take a step back, take a deep breath, and come at it from a different angle. Change of perspective. The spiritual awakening, spiritual experience of the educational variety. Anyway, it's your Mark Dub. Mark Dub. I got that name from Mr. Eddie V. What comes after V, Dub? Anyway, it's your boy Mark Dub. Grateful alcoholic with tools in my belt. I'm truly grateful for you watching this. It does more for me than you'll ever know making these videos. So I'm going to keep doing them. And one day, my kids will watch them. And one day, they're going to see the transformation. They're going to hear it. And hopefully, they never have to go through what I went through. But there's a strong chance that they got that gene in them because it passed down from generation to generation. But hopefully, they're not real alcoholics and they don't have the alcoholic disease, alcoholism. Only time will tell, but if they do, they know there's a program, and if they work it with rigorous honesty, and they have a good core set of tools, and find a good sponsor or mentor, spiritual advisor to help them get through it, they'll be all right. I trust and believe in that. So with that being said, it's your boy Mark Dub. Love every single one of you, even if I don't know you. Because the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous taught me to love myself, and that is truly a blessing. So with that being said, I'm out. Love you.